He salido a caminar sin ti. Hello everyone. Hello and welcome back to my vlog and my channel. My name is Linda. I'm Norwegian but I live in Spain. I'm a teacher and I love to crochet. You can see that I'm in Spain, right? With those palms and stuff. I just found myself a park. I've seen it before, but I just passed by with my car mostly. Now I thought, let me go for a walk as I promised my viewers from on YouTube, my live today. And later I will jump in the swimming pool. And this park is so beautiful. They have everything here. 3 paddle courts, a football field and a handball field, training equipment outside, everything. Some playgrounds for children, a climbing wall, and even a pet garden that's closed in. So it's really beautiful. And bathrooms and water, a lot of water fountains, so you won't get dehydrated. So it's very, very beautiful here, and they're going to make a tall building. Oh, not very tall, I mean, I don't know, 4 or 5 stories tall maybe, with flats, apartments, and a pool and green areas. So it's going to be a very, very nice area. Right now there's nobody at the paddle court, but there were 2 boys here just earlier. So it's very, of course it's in the middle of the day and it's more than 30 degrees, so who wants to play here now? You can understand that. But anyways, I'm going to sit here and crochet this, and then later I will continue. Either I will walk the rest of the way into the city, to the town, and take the taxi back, or I will walk back home. I haven't decided yet. We'll just have to wait and see. Here is the parking area for the park. The park is behind the white fence, and then behind these, this fence or whatever, these posters, there is going to be apartments. Look at this, kind of like the swimming pool is looking at the football field actually. Finally we have a day with really, really blue sky. Look at the view. We can see the Mediterranean very nicely. We have a lot of things to do today. First of all, we're going to scratch up a few places. It is actually 1 country and 1 state, 1 US state. So in order to do that, we have to dust off the map because it is so dusty. Look at this. It is dusty. Let's see if you can see it when it comes off. Oh, I've got a pen under here. Let's see. Let's just try to collect all the dust in one. So you can see the dust on this. Can you see that? It was very dusty. So we are actually going to scratch off Aubrey, who lives in Korea, all the way over here. And it must be South Korea, because I do not think that North Korea would have internet access to the whole world. So there we go, Aubrey from Korea. And we're going back to the States because in Massachusetts lives Michelle. Massachusetts, M-E, will that be Massachusetts? Or is it that M-A? Let's see. It has to be M-A. I need other glasses. Now that is better. Now I can read it properly. So we have Rhode Island, New Jersey, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Vermont here. M-E, that's Maine. I was almost going to scratch off Maine, but how on earth can I scratch off this small little Massachusetts? Well, like that. I asked and answered my own question. So that was Michelle from Massachusetts. I also had Janet from North Carolina, but North Carolina is already scratched off. So I'm happy that Janet is here. Maybe we could just scratch a little bit out in the ocean here because it should have been done before. There. Now that the scratching is done, the map is coming along. We can go further to, and I will go over to something else. I want to show you my basket now. I've got some yarn in here, but I don't only have yarn. Look here, I've got one pouch. Look at that. I put on a little button so I can close it. Let's see if I can open it. There we go, and I can put things in here. And I attached it by making holes in this as well, and I attached it on the outside with this blue strap. I made another pouch, a bigger one for this side, and with a bigger button. That was easier to open, and it has more room. Attached exactly the same way on the outside here with the strap. And I can also hang these on the outside, but it kind of looked silly when I was doing this. It looked silly them hanging like that. But if it's a basket standing, it could be nice to have those pouches on the outside. So when I fill this with things, I may put them on the outside. But for now, there aren't too many skeins in here. I will have to think of if I'm going to have maybe like my amigurumi makes and yarn in here. I don't think I'll have the plushies because they took up way too much room, but the amigurumi things can be nice. Speaking about the amigurumi things, I've just been writing down how many things that I've made of each fairy tale, which of the characters that I made. So in Goldilocks, I have made Goldilocks and the little bear. The mama bear is still missing her arms, and I have to make Daddy Bear. And I need the chairs, the porridge, and beds. Of course, tables for the porridge as well. And a house, I don't know. But I guess the house, I can use the same house for different fairy tales, because in Pippi there will also be a house, and I think I will have to make the house for that. It's gonna be yellow and pink. But I won't be crocheting the whole house. I will use a box or something, and maybe I will crochet on the outside, or I will paint it. We will see. We'll just have to see how it comes along. But what I have is Pippi. I actually got two Pippis. And I have the horse and the monkey. But I want to make the monkey much smaller. I will try to do that. And I also need to make Tommy, Annika, which are her friends, and a casket with gold coins. A casket? A chest of gold coins. And then the house, of course. When it comes to Little Red Riding Hood, I have made her, and I made the basket with the content that needs to be in there, the wine, the cake, and a couple of flowers that she's picking And I've also made the wolf, even though he's got ears like a rabbit. What I'm missing is the grandmother, the mom, the hunter, and the house. Okay. Then we have the 3 billy goats gruff. I don't have anything, so I need a troll, 3 goats, and a bridge. And I also want to make the 3 little pigs and the wolf, you know. So I need 3 pigs, a wolf. Maybe I don't need the wolf because I already have a wolf from Little Red Riding Hood. And then I need 3 houses. There I really need 3 houses because there will be one of straw, one of bricks, and one of one of straw, one of planks, and one of bricks. And then for the last, no, not the last, I've forgotten one thing. Emil, I have Emil and I have Ida, but she's not completely done. I have to weave in the ends of the apron, do some adjustments there. I'm not sure if I need other things. I will need the shed where he sits and makes his things. I should have the dad and the mom and Alfred and Lina. But I don't know. We'll just have to see what comes out with of that. Maybe it's just enough with Emil and Ida, that because I have so many other things I want to do. I want to do Carius and Bactus, and I haven't started that yet. So I need both of them. And I also kind of, well, I'll leave it at that for now. But the first thing, the most important, is the 8 chickens with a hen. I have made 5 chickens, so I need 3 more, and then I need a hen. I've never made a hen, so I will have to watch a tutorial for that. So I'm now going to make a list of what I need to make in order to get everything of this prepared. So for Goldilocks, I need, well, I'm just gonna do that on my own. School tomorrow, so I'm actually gonna bring what I have already made so that my house will get cleaner with not so many things. So I'll start with these 5 chickens that I have. But if you look here, this is another yellow than this. This I bought in Norway, and this is what I bought here, and I really like this one from Norway. I liked this one before, but now that I've seen this, it's warmer. It has a little bit more red in it. But anyways, maybe this could be the chicken that it's all about, and all of the others can be this color. So I got 5 of these. I actually have to make 11 because after we've done it, or 12, because after we've done it, I'm gonna give them each one, and I'm putting them in this bag because I like that you can see through it. Okay, that was them. Then we have Pippi. We have 1 Pippi. We have the second Pippi, but we need her shoes as well. I should attach them. I should attach them. Yeah. And the monkey. And the horse. Lilla Guppan. I'm gonna put it in here, and I'm gonna take the shoes as well. Goldilocks is done, and the little bear. Little Red Riding Hood with a wolf, and the basket with the things inside. Kind of jumping out here. And she always loses her shoes, but I have them on now. And then we have Emil. He is done. Gonna have to do something about this cap that keeps falling off, I think. I don't know. And Ida, I have to finish her, so I'll leave her here. And this second bear. Yeah. I also have 5 of these. I could mix these with the other chickens, but I don't think so. I want to have them the same. I have 5 of these in different sizes, you know. You've all already seen them. Then, yeah, and that's done for now. And I have one more thing to show you, or 2 more things actually. Where's that? Did I forget it? Where is it? I just have to go and get something. Okay, I had a friend of mine asking me on Facebook or Messenger, a colleague of mine from Norway, and a couple of months ago she asked me if I could do a very specific character, a Norwegian character, but I would, oh no, that's crazy, I could never do that. I still think that I can't do that for now. But since I've done so many things this summer, I am kind of getting there that I would like to try, but I'm not there yet that I know that I can do it. But she sent me a picture of something else, a mouse. I'm gonna show you this picture. And she asked me, could you make this? And when I saw the picture, I just thought, okay, this is a mouse. Oh, that was kind of a macabre photo that she sent me, that it's under, it's gotten squeezed and crushed by the door. But yeah, I could make a mouse like that. So I started and I made this. But I was thinking, first I thought, well, it has to be standing, but so I will have to have something in here so that the head wouldn't fall down. And then again, no, it's gonna be lying down, so it actually didn't need something in here, but I put in a tube here, a plastic tube. And I filled it up with fillings, you know, and here and there. And I made it like this. I think it's cute. It's very light gray. I didn't have anything darker, then I would have to go with wool yarn, and I didn't want that. This leg though, I'm gonna change into something more sturdy. But as I was showing this to my friend in Norway, she said, oh, that's a door stopper. Well, I didn't show her this. I showed her this, but then I showed her the photo, and she said, that's a door stopper. Oh, why didn't I see that? So it has to be flat here. So I cannot use this as that door stopper, but this part has to be flat. So I will do it again and make this totally flat and without that tube inside. But also she said, and Sam from Australia also said that I should have some stone or rocks or something inside the head and the body part. Maybe some sand, small bags with sand or small rocks or something to get it to be heavy so it can stay under the door. So I will do that. But I think this I'm gonna keep for myself, and I think it's cute, kind of. I made the black, the pupils in the eyes differently than what I saw in the picture. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's cute. And then, of course, you know me, I have been so eager and so happy about these dogs that I've been making. So I have actually made myself 3 more of them. One here and one there. Well, these 2, I guess you saw yesterday when I was in the park. I set them there. I think I showed you. But I made one more. This one, it's even smaller than these 2. I think I used a 5 and then a 6 and a 7 on these. I don't remember which one. 6 and 7 probably. This has a black tail and it has dark brown ears and snout. I think I call the snout a muzzle, but I guess the muzzle is for a horse and a unicorn and stuff. Am I right? Please comment down below to make me know if I'm right about this now, or that I was right before, that I can call this part a muzzle. But I think a muzzle is for horses and this is a snout. Please comment if that's true, because I want to learn the correct forms. So these I have been making. I went down to the pool earlier today, and I continued a little bit on my legs of a new doll. I haven't decided what doll it's gonna be, which character. Where is the third thing? There. So I made one leg. This I made last week, and one of these arms I also made last week, and one of them I made today. So I need another leg before I can start the body part. But Celeste asked me if I could make a tutorial of how I do these dolls, and I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be in my next video, probably. I guess I have to say probably, because then suddenly something else catches my mind. I didn't want to do it with these because these were so big, so I'm gonna try to make it even smaller. And it's not gonna be like a tutorial like a professional tutorial that you have to do this and that, but it's more or less the way I make them, because I kind of eyeball things, and if it's not perfect, it's not perfect. I have one leg that is a bit shorter than the other. I have one leg that's a little bit narrower than the other. So we're not perfect, and neither are my dolls. And I don't mind that. I could have used this for the big bear, but then it would be a polar bear, I guess. I was thinking about that I was down at the pool earlier, and I was making it. Oh, I could have now been making the daddy bear, but it's the wrong color. But I guess I've got time. I still have 1.5 weeks until classes start. But I'm gonna make these things scratch them off the list as I am going. And I think that I will first make these 3 chickens that I am lacking, so that's gonna be done, and then I just need the hen. There are some items in that story, that song as well, but I think I'm just gonna use things. I'm not gonna crochet those things. That's gonna be there's some water, and yeah, that's gonna be too much, and because I'm going to use the first day, the 25th. So I need everything to be ready by then. So yeah, let's just crochet some chickens, shall we? I had to move over because it was so hot over there now, and my Mac and my camera would really explode with heat, I guess. Actually, I think I'm gonna weave in the ends of her apron, so that is done, because that's just a small little job. Then I should make the arms. No, I'm gonna make the chickens after. Let's see. Just take it off here. Maybe in the ends. this is not the last one, but this is what I just made together with you guys. I still have to do 2 more, but time is running out on me. In an hour I have to be at the restaurant together with my colleagues, so I am going to leave in half an hour, so I have to get changed and stuff. So thank you so much for being here. This will be the end of the vlog. Hope you liked it and that you will come back next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.